Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, girls and boys and girls, welcome back to our channel, Inspirational Minutes with David, D for Optician. Yes, you know the routine. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, let you know our channel is back on. Thank you in advance. I know this week is one of the big holidays. Holla, and don't be Daze in the holiday. The Black Friday and all that coming. Things taken. Giving. Yeah, that part. Hey, welcome back to our channel, Inspirational Minutes with David. The Audacity of Woke, David Butler, a memoir of a man who's been mentally asleep. Make sure you get the book. Make sure you get the book. Comes in hardcover too. Comes in soft cover, hardcover. It comes in audio book, hardcover. Yes. You know that guy. The Audacity of Woke. Thank you in advance. Welcome back to our bill, our channel, our little, to love on each other and talk, conversate a little bit. Happy holiday week. Happy holiday weekend. A drink for the fam. Get it started. Let's get it started. Welcome back. Beautiful people. Beautiful, question your why. Enlightened, conscious people. Beautiful, exquisite, question everything that's in the era of things. Everything that's in the era, ERROR, of your things, THINGS. Some people spell it THANGS, things. Today, Inspirational Minutes with David. Today, let me put my little hoodie on when I'm about to say next. Our bill today is properly titled, I said, you are gods. Now, let's start off with, you have it in Psalm 82:1. It says, they know nothing. They understand nothing. They walk around in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are shaken. I said, you are gods. You are all sons of the Most High. That's Psalms 82:1. And then it comes to say what Christ Jesus said. It's in red. I'm tell you they said what's in red in the Bible is the literal word of Christ. Jesus said, quote unquote, he answered them. Is it not written? He had to fly a mile. Is it not written in your law? I said, ye are gods. John 10:34. Let's get started. What people think of as God may be something completely different than what they've been taught or indoctrinated with. When people think what is God, it may be completely different from what they were taught or indoctrinated with. The modern species did not invent AI, artificial intelligence. By modern human species, what I mean is before the current hybridization might went over your head. Yeah. Now, I was talking about the ancestors. Because what's done on the earth has been done on the earth. There's nothing new underneath the sun. Even your little technology that you think you have now, even your little so-called smart devices that you have ubiquitously in your lives today. The ancestors was on a much higher plane mentally than we could ever be, and what can ever and what we were and what we have ever been on in this human society, even now. Think you so advanced now? You think the old was old when the old became new and the new became old? Let me stop. But artificial intelligence already existed. And guess what, people? It was rediscovered. The electric cars had over 100 years ago. Cell phone had over 100 years ago. Do your research. Do it. They even used more of their body, more of their pineal gland. They were more in tune with nature. They were more in tune with earth, more in tune with Gaia. Do your research. Now, how would an ancient AI, artificial intelligence, be able to continuously monitor, control, and have a human experience to increase its learning to be less artificial and more organic? Question mark. Question mark. Energy can exist either manifested or unmanifested. It can remain in the seed or it can come up in a manifested form. Every energy is either in seed or in a manifested form of that seed. Now, the Kundalini, or the Kundalini, which is a term for a spiritual energy, a life force located at the base of the spine, conceptualized as a coiled up serpent. Now, the practice of the Kundalini yoga is supposed to arouse this sleeping Kundalini Shakti from its core base through the six chakras and penetrate the seventh chakra, or the crown. What that means that your total potential, your total possibility. There's no impossibilities because you be at your full capacity of the possibility. Your possibility will be possible. But it is a seed. It is the potential. The ways to awaken the Kundalini are ways to make your potential actual. Say it again for the ones in the back. The ways to awaken the Kundalini are ways to make your potential actual. Now, imagine for a moment. Imagine for a moment you are God. God! You are Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Buddha, God! Or whatever term, the Most High, the Great Supreme, the Ultimate Supreme, the universe. Imagine. You exist before time, before the universe, before everything and everything. You have no body. You have no shape. It hasn't even been created yet. You are pure consciousness without shape or form. It's as if you are no thing and nothing. How could you even know that you even existed? Question mark. You have no external points. No external referencing points, I should say. And no internal referencing points either, for that matter. You have no idea who you are and what you're capable of. Because, guess what? You're God. You are God. Nothing exists outside of you. You are everything and everything simultaneously. You are pure energy, completely formless and unlimited. You are infinite, something very, very complicated, very difficult to comprehend, understand, overstand, understand, stand. Now, you wish to learn more about yourself and who you are and what you can do. So now you begin to create. But since you are everything and everything, and you are also infinite, you cannot create outside of yourself. And you must create within yourself. Is it impossible? Is it impossible? Is it impossible for something to exist outside of infinity? Question mark. So you begin to create dimensions like up and down, left and right. And you begin to create little infinitesimal objects within yourself. Now, the objects are not separate from you. They are you. They are within you. Now you have established internal referencing points and objects and are learning about who? Yourself. And also what you're capable of. You're learning who you are and the power that you have within, because you're God. Yet, guess what? You're not even finished yet. You begin to create little entities, small infinitesimal entities of yourself. You begin to create little entities of yourself and within yourself and give them consciousness. So they can look up at you and say, they'll say, in wonderment, wow, whoa, that's God. That's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's Buddha. That's the universe. That's the earth. That's the ultimate supreme, the supreme being. This is me. The hell? This is me. And this is what we can do. You see, the singularity has become a polarity. But at the fundamental level, you dig, it is still a singularity. Thus, the illusion of separation is born. Ultimately, there is no separation. But the illusion of separation at the superficial level serves a very important purpose. Now, without the illusion of separation, without reference points, you could not, guess what? You could not create. You could not experience. You would not know up from down. You would not know left and right. You would not know what's in between, as opposed to here and there. Now, wow, it's pretty deep. It's pretty profound. The relative framework is set up perfectly to give rise to the experience. Without it, it would be as if nothing ever existed. You could not compare yourself to anything, and therefore, you would not even know that you even existed. variety and diversity are extremely important, extremely requisite because they help to differentiate one part of the whole from another part. And time and space are also important so we can locate things relative to something else. In order for there to be even such a thing as pleasure, its polar opposite must be pain, must also exist and be experimental. Something can only exist with reference to its polar opposite. It's a duality in this thing. Everything in the universe appears in dualities. There are a fundamental need for existence and experience of the given nature. And when you think about that, you think about who you were before you knew who you were. The Big Bang between mom and dad that brought you here from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. We're talking about birth gods. We're talking about birth goddesses. That's what we're talking about. Ye are gods. Unapologetically, truthfully, fundamentally, gods. Now, wow. Let this sink in for a moment. Let that infiltrate your spirit, permeate throughout your mind and your spirit to your pineal gland within. Because, it takes a tremendous amount of emotional and spiritual maturity to witness in full force the collective shadow of humanity and to keep your heart open. Sometimes the path of a spiritual warrior can be complicated. It can be hard. It can be painful. It's not soft. It's not soft, nor is it sweet. It's not artificial, blissful, and framed forgiving. It's not fearful divisiveness or diversiveness. It is not afraid of its own shadow. It questions its why. It don't go down the rabbit hole to believe in the okie doke, the banana in the tailpipes. It is not afraid of losing popularity when it speaks the truth. It will not beat around the bush where directness is required, demanded, by the way. It has no regard for vested interests that cause suffering. It is benevolent and it is varied. It is cuttingly honest, directly honest in its efforts to liberate itself and humanity from the ego ties that binds it. Shunning strong opinions in the name of spirituality is actually anti-spiritual. You dig? Anti-spiritual. And spirituality that is only floatly soft is a recipe for disaster, allowing all manner of manipulation to run amok. Real spirituality is in quest for truth in all forms. Jeff Brown, thank you. When you operate in a higher frequency, you trigger a lot of people. Trust me. I know. The path of connecting with your higher self means the path of being a mirror. You show people what they have been running away from. And guess what? They get brutally offended. Because they do not want their illusions decimated or destroyed. The dark night of the soul is akin to a spiritual depression. is a period in your life after you wake up to your true divinity that everything and everything will seemingly go wrong. It is not uncommon for friendships or relationships to break down, to lose jobs, and to experience some of the hardest things you have ever internally and externally experienced. Now, this part is the process. It wakes you up to your own shadow, your shadow self. Shows you what to work on in yourself. And it also makes you extremely resilient. Trust the process. Trust the process. The bad is being cleared out to make room for the magic to happen. And as I end this bill with us, I'm going to give you something that Sir Anthony Hopkins said. Quote unquote, Sir Anthony Hopkins. He said, "My philosophy is what people say about me is none of my business. I am who I am and do what I do. I expect nothing and no thing and accept everything. And that makes life easier. We live in a world where funerals are more important than the deceased. Marriage is more important than love. Looks are more important than the soul. We live in a packaging culture that despises content." That's for the ones in the back. You made it this far. Inspirational Minutes with David. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications. Let you know our channel is back on. Get the book, get the book, get the book, get the book. Make it a Christmas gift. Make it a Christmas gift. Give it to someone. If you got the book or the audio book or the soft cover or hard cover, Kindle, share it with people. The audacity of woke gods. Did I not say that ye are gods? Did I not say in your, what did he say? In your law. Did I not say in your law? Or written in your law. I said ye are gods. If I love myself, I love you. If you love you, I love myself. I leave you in peace, positive energy. Always create evolution. Be safe. The holidays weekend. Don't be dazed by the holidays. Okay? Have a safe holiday. Enjoy your family and your friends. That's what it's all about. Yeah, I know. That's what it's all about, though. On Thanksgiving. I love you. I love you in truth. Peace.